Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kyra, and here on this channel, we are all about real makeup for real life and real people. Today's video is another ranking video. You guys seem to be really loving this ranking series, and I am so excited about that. The next ranking video that I'll be putting up after this one is ranking my ColourPop palettes, which was requested. So always know that you can go ahead and request videos or ranking style videos down in the comments over on Instagram, however you would like to do that. I really love ranking my makeup. So today we're getting into my highlighters, both cream and liquid and powder highlighters. I have 32 total, so we better get into it. But before we do get into it, if you are new here, welcome, welcome. I am so happy you clicked on this video today, and I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave if you like what you see, and then you'll be able to find the rest of my videos more easily on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday when I upload. It's interesting because highlighter is the category I feel like I have the least of, and yet it's a lot. So we're gonna start off with cream and liquids, and I have 9 of those. I like to rank like with like, so I don't really feel like it's even fair to rank some of my cream and liquid products against powder products because I just feel differently about them entirely. So starting with cream and liquid, I'm in a really weird mood today, so you'll have to forgive that. Well, coming in at number 9, and for good reason because it won't pump out even, is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Illuminator. This is the shade Soft Gold, and it looks like so. I haven't found a way that I really enjoy wearing this yet. Maybe more so during the summer. Maybe I would like it better as a primer or as a mix-in with foundation, though I don't tend to do that. I have plenty of glow from my oils all on my own, so I don't typically need anything like this mixed in with my foundation, but it is pretty. I'm sure I will find a use for it. I just don't know what that is right this moment, but it is pretty. It's definitely a soft gold. It is yellow gold, but it's not so yellowy that I'm not interested. Coming in at number 8 is one that I won't swatch for you because it's really hard to see anyways, but it is my Living Lou-Manizer Glow Quad. There are 4 products in here. They have their bronzer, Champagne Rose, Living Lou-Manizer, and Magic Lou-Manizer. Out of the 4 products, I think I like the Magic Lou-Manizer and the bronzer the best, but they're all interesting textures and things like that, and I do like this product. I just had this in monochromatic for April, and so I did get some use out of it. All right, coming in at number 7 is a little bit newer product to me. It comes from the new brand Saie, and this is their Glowy Super Gel Dewy Highlighter in the shade Star Glow. This is like a deluxe sample size, and it is really pretty. I like this a lot. I think this would be a great sort of natural highlight, natural glow from within on bare skin, especially like no foundation. I also think this would work beautifully as a primer. In fact, I had to dig it out of my primer drawer. My brain clearly thought it was a primer, but it's really lovely. It's kind of pinky and peachy with maybe a touch of gold to it. I really like it so far. I can't say whether I would consider purchasing the full size yet, but I do like it. Coming in at number 7 is one of my ColourPop light sticks. This is the shade Bullseye, and it looks like this. I've been looking for a gold sort of cream highlighter, as you could tell from the other ColourPop product, and I went ahead and picked this one up because I do really like this formula. It does dry down, it doesn't stay sticky or anything on the cheeks, and it really melts into the skin and just looks really beautiful. So that one comes in at number 6 just because I haven't really gotten to use that color all that much yet, just because my skin has been so pale. But I'm thinking by next month, I might go ahead and pull that into Shop My Stash. Number 5 comes in where it does because of the shade, because I can only wear this in a very small capacity or opacity and at certain times of the year when my skin is most pale. And it's the ColourPop Super Shock Highlighter in the shade Flexitarian. Holy moly. Literally wins the 10 out of 10 for the most blinding highlighter in my collection. I do love this, but I'm a little limited in when I can wear it and what I can wear it with because it is so icy. It does have some warmth to it, but it has a really strong silver reflect, and therefore, whew, you gotta go in lightly with this one. I like to apply this either with my finger and then blend it out with a sponge, or just go in directly with the tip of my sponge, apply it, and then blend it out. But these ColourPop Super Shock highlighters are stunning. Closest thing you can get to a cream without actually being a cream. And while we're on that same subject, number 4 is my other ColourPop Super Shock highlighter. This is the shade Lunch Money. This really is my perfect gold highlighter, and I don't know why I keep looking for more gold highlighters, because I just need to use this one. I think this is beautiful. I can wear it at any time of year. I think this one applies more nicely, much better than the Flexitarian, because this has not nary a sign of glitter in it, whereas the Flexitarian definitely has a little glitter in it, which I should have said. But I love this highlighter, and that's why it comes in at number 4. Number 3 is a product that I waited a long time to get, and I'm so glad to have it now. It is my Marc Jacobs Spotlight Glow Stick. It does come in a stick. Funny story, my daughter thought I was buying a very bougie deodorant when it first arrived, but it looks like this, and this is just one of those shades that sort of melts into the skin and really becomes one with the skin, therefore giving off a really natural glow. I love putting blush over the top of this, so apply bronzer, then this highlighter, and then the blush over top, and it just makes everything look better. I definitely have a lifetime supply of this. That's a lot of highlighter. But it's beautiful, and I would say, if I had to call it a color, I would say this is kind of like one of those white gold situations, depending on how you look at it and things like that. But I love this. It's so beautiful. Coming in at number 2 is another product that I absolutely love, and it happens to be in my Shop My Stash for the month. It's the ColourPop Light Stix in the shade Urth, and this is what it looks like. It's pink, it's peach, maybe it's got a light touch of yellow gold in there. I just love this. This was a recommendation from Jessica Braun, and I have not regretted it once. A little bit goes a long way. All the things that I said about the other shade apply. It melts into the skin. It's easy to apply. I typically draw it on and then just tap it out with my finger, but you could apply this any old way and it's going to work beautifully. And then coming in at number 1, I love this. I love this mostly as a liquid highlighter, which is why I put it in this category, and that is my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in the shade 3 Light Medium. This is stunning. I do love this under my foundation, but my favorite way to apply this is over my foundation as a liquid highlighter. You're gonna have this for a long time. It's absolutely beautiful. It is the most natural, lit from within, like super, like, where does she buy her skincare? You know, all of those good things that I talk about, and it's just my favorite. I hate that it's so expensive, but I do think you will get your money's worth out of this in terms of like cost per use in comparison with other highlighters. All right, let's talk powder highlighters, which admittedly is probably most often what I use. I think my count was a little bit off. I only have 22 that I can see, unless I mixed up my numbers again, which definitely could happen. Any hoozle, coming in at number 22 is my Revlon Skin Lights Prismatic highlighter in the shade Daybreak Glimmer. 10 out of 10 on this beautiful embossing. It's got a wave in it. It's almost got like these little scales or something. It's really pretty. Again, hunt for the perfect gold highlighter. You know, I think I just have to still work with this one. Need to try it with different brushes, things like that. It's a beautiful color. I just feel like it looks glittery and maybe enhances texture on my skin. So again, you know, not gonna get rid of it or anything like that. I like it, I just don't love it. Coming in at number 21 is one of three, yes, three Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed powders. And this is the shade Prismatic Amethyst. This was a gift or trade with my girl Angela from Beauty and Life with Angela. And this is definitely, what do I want to say? Probably one of the more wild highlighter colors in my collection, not counting the Moonchild palette because I really consider those more like eyeshadows. But it's a pretty color. I just don't know that it will work on my very warm skin tones. I just need to work with it more, even if it doesn't work on my face. However, again, this is a beautiful like duochrome for the eyes, so I would keep it for that reason. Again, for time purposes, not going to swatch the palettes, but coming in at number 20 is one of my palettes. And I do include palettes in these categories if they are all the same type of product in that category. So all highlighters in this case. And that is my e.l.f. Glow Gleam Beam palette. The one I will swatch for you is this top center shade right here, which is totally what made me buy the palette. It's such a beautiful, just subtle champagne-y gold. I believe I saw Emily Noel, no surprise, use it and really enjoy it. The one dud in this palette is definitely this shade right here. I would equate this to something akin to like the Fenty Diamond Balm, where it's just utter glitter. So not a big fan of that one, but that's okay. 5 out of 6 isn't bad in terms of holding on to this. So I do like this. If you're looking for a bargain highlighter palette, I definitely like this one, but I definitely like another one better. Coming in at number 19 is one that I really like in my collection. It's just, again, a little bit more of a specific color that, you know, doesn't fall in like the champagne gold kind of categories, but it's a beautiful formula, and that is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighters. This is the shade Rose Gold Molten. I don't know why it's not Molten Rose Gold, but it looks like this. It is really stunning, and whoa, just look at that. It's gorgeous. I need to pull this out soon, actually. It's so pretty. I love it. But it is very metallic. I will say that. Like, if you don't like a super shiny highlight, you might not like this one because it is there. It goes there. Coming in at number 18, no tea, no shade. This product just doesn't super duper excite me, and that is the Kylie Kylighter in the shade Ice Me Out. This was a free diamond gift from Ulta. It's really cute. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but it has like little drips. And so the embossing, the packaging, everything's super cute. And it is a pretty, very pretty color. It's definitely kind of like a vanilla, and it's very shiny, although my hand might have been a tiny bit wet when I swatched it. Regardless, I like this. I like it enough to keep it. Maybe even work on panning it at some point, but it doesn't excite me. It's just a really standard, you know, like French vanilla colored highlighter. Coming in at number 17 is a little bit newer product to me. I got this from my girl Angela, and it is the Estate Dew Me Highlight, as in D-E-W, don't be dirty. And the shade is called Bye. And again, gold highlighter. Why am I still looking for a perfect gold highlighter? I'm not for sure. This one is really beautiful. It's smooth. I joke because it's very, very hard. It's a baked product, but probably one of the most dense, firm baked highlighters I've ever tried. And it's just beautiful. I like it. and I'm excited to wear it some more. Number 16 is another one of my highlight palettes. It has 3 shades, and I got this on Amazon for a steal. It is genuine. It came with all the markings of a genuine product, and it is my Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold palette. I do really like this palette. I don't know why it didn't get more hype here on YouTube, but these are really beautiful. Would I have paid the full amount, which I believe is like around $60? No, but I did get it on Amazon for 20 some bucks, and I love it. I think it's really beautiful. This one's a little deep for me currently, but when it comes to highlighting palettes, especially like this, I love to mix my highlights, and so it's not very hard to dip into either the pink or the vanilla or, you know, light gold color with this one and make it work. So I really do like this. I think it's beautiful. Number 15 is one that is quite the cult classic, and yet it really didn't knock my socks off. I think it's just fine. I love the packaging. The product is beautiful, but it just was like, okay, I've tried it now. And that is the Balm Mary Lou-Manizer. I have not had mine for very long. I say, when did I get this? Well, maybe I've had it a little longer than what I would say. Mine is very loose in the pan, so I'm going to be careful while holding it up. Very standard sort of golden champagne, and that's what it looks like swatched out. Again, it's fine. Doesn't tickle my pickle, you know what I mean? Number 14, favorite peach highlighter, hands down, Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in the shade Peach Glow. Look at that. It's so pretty. It's so soft. It's so feminine. It blends beautifully into the skin and just really becomes one with the skin. I know these aren't like a BFD anymore, but this is just one I cannot let go of because I just love this peach shade. I'm a sucker for peach. I just am. Peach flavor, peach color. I love peach. This is a good in. Love it. And it was a gift from my girl Angela for my birthday, I believe, one year. No, Christmas. I purchased for her the Dandelion Twinkle highlighter, and that was the one that she purchased for me. The second of my Becca highlighters that I'll be ranking today. This one comes from my daughter, and it is a very unique shade. It's also in my Shop My Stash this month, and it is Becca Lilac Geode. It is definitely a duochrome. It's got just a touch of lilac. It's got some peach. It's got some gold to it. It's flapping stunning, like just gorgeous. And because it has that little bit of warmth to it, this works for me better than the Prismatic Amethyst on my very warm skin. And I actually really love how this looks on the skin. So yay! I like that one a lot. Confession time. I did write out and rank these products a week or so ago, and well, maybe closer to 2 weeks. I prep my videos in advance as much as I can so that when I'm ready to film, I can just sit down and film. This next product, the third and final of my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors, is probably farther up on the list now, having started to work on panning this product. So I just want to put that out there in case you're like, Kyra, you said you've been loving it. I have been, but it is the way it is, okay? And that is my little deluxe sample of Opal. You can see here I have major pan on it. I am working on finishing this product this year. Scary. I don't know. I don't think I've ever finished a highlighter, and that is what it looks like. This is the highlight that I have on today, and I just love this, and suddenly I'm like, do I need to buy a backup of this? But let me know in the comments below, would you like to see me try to dupe this out of all of these 30-some highlighters? Let me know. But I love this. It's probably higher up in the ranking now, but you know. This next one coming in at number 11 was a recommendation from Taylor Wynn here on YouTube, formerly The Taylor. And it is the Makeup Revolution Highlight Reloaded in the shade Just My Type. This is so pretty. You could really make this blinding, or you can also like sheer it out and let it be more everyday. Oh, it's so pretty. When you feel it, it feels kind of dry, but I honestly feel like sometimes that's where the money is at with powder highlighters, because I feel like the drier they are, the more that they buff into the skin and the more they sort of melt into the skin as well, especially if you like to go over with a beauty sponge like I do after I highlight. Love this, recommend this. Uber cheap. All right, coming in at number 10 is one of my favorites for sure. It is the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder, or as I like to call it, the oxymoron of highlighters, because it's matte, and it's radiant, it's baked, and it's powdered, and all the things. This is what it looks like. This is like a deluxe sample size. It came in a Sephora Favorites kit, and I just love this. This is my old standby. This is my go-to. Kind of really looks like that Makeup Revolution one, doesn't it? I was previously starting to work on panning this, but I just don't want to. I don't want to pan it. I want to, you know, use this and enjoy it, but not use it up, because then I would have to repurchase it, because it is a staple in my collection. And I did have someone request that I swatch that one next to this one, which is the Clinique Powder Pop Flower Highlighter in the shade Lunar Pop. And I just thought I would do that now while I have everything in front of me. So I'll hold them up next to each other as well so you can see, my friend. But they are quite different. This one on this side is the Laura Mercier. This one on this side is the Clinique. They look very similar in the pan here, but I think you might be able to tell the Clinique one is more like a straight champagne, whereas the Laura Mercier is more what I would call like one of those French vanilla kind of highlighters. In terms of the finish, I definitely think the Laura Mercier is very smooth and powder-like, whereas this one is not shimmery. There's no glitter or anything like that. It's just a little bit more punchy, if you will. So I hope that helped, my friend, answer your question. This is not ranked at this. This is ranked at number 10, and we'll see where this one stacks up in a moment. Number 9 is the first of my two MAC highlighters. It is the Soft and Gentle shade of the Mineralized Skin Finish. This does have shimmer in it. In fact, I would even say that it has glitter in it. Sorry, I didn't show you the highlighter. Boom, how about that? I like this. This is really kind of a beigey highlight to me, and I like that. I do love this. It's kind of beigey, it's kind of peachy. It definitely, like I said, has shimmer and maybe a little bit of micro glitter to it, but you can't really see that on the skin, in my opinion, and especially the more you buff it into the skin, depending on the type of brush you might use. It's beautiful. If you ever have trouble melting your highlighter into your skin and making it look less stripe-like, damp beauty blender, boom, perfect. I love this. I absolutely love this. It's a little bit messy. Like the inside of the packaging is covered in shimmer, but I love it. And then coming in at number 8 is my other MAC highlighter, and this is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Double Gleam. This was a recommendation from Jessica Braun as well as Arna Aylayne here on YouTube. And what I really like about this is it's slightly goldy champagne, if you can see right here. But as I turn it, you can start to see kind of that ivory silver flip to it. And it's the same on the cheeks. This is super duper smooth on the cheeks, but it is a blinding highlight. There's no two ways about this. And I really love this. I really do. Yeah, love it. This is like your scene from space. Quite possibly my most blinding highlight in my collection. We'll find out. Coming in at number 7, Old Faithful, my boo, my ride or die, Essence Pure Nude. Do you still have yours? Do you still use it? let me know down below, but this is what it looks like. Again, I would call this sort of a beigey highlight, which for me and my skin tone means that the more it leans beige versus something more artificial like champagne or gold, the more it leans beige, the more it just melts into my skin, and I love that. And this is just like the standby if I don't know what highlighter I want to use, and if I'm not using my Laura Mercier, it's probably this one. I just absolutely adore it. If this ever went bad, oh, my packaging is not what she used to be. If anything ever happened to that, I would immediately repurchase it. Easy for you to say. Can I just say, holy crap, this is a lot of highlighters. I should not buy any more highlighters anytime soon. Number 6, another oldie but a goodie for me, is the Kevyn Aucoin Neo Highlighter in the shade Sahara. They do still sell this, I believe, but it's much smaller now. I believe I picked mine up at a TJ Maxx. And again, for me, this one just kind of wins the award for most subtle, most skin-like, and most skin-like, and most likely to blend in and just sink into my skin and look natural. And I do like that you kind of have that gradient here from light to dark. You can pinpoint your brush and get different looks from this highlighter. Plus, it's really freaking bougie, and I love that too. All right, I know I said I wasn't going to swatch any palettes, but I'm a liar. So, coming in at number 5 is my Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette. Holy moly, this stuff is good. And, you know, people have been talking about this palette for years, but look at those. Those swatches are smooth, buttery, verging on cream, just absolutely stunning. And I almost always mix, you know, different shades together. And I just, I wish I would have bought this so much sooner than I did, but I'm glad to have it now, and that's why it ranks all the way at number 5. We're getting into some serious highlighter business now. Top 4, baby. Definitely a longtime favorite of mine coming in at number 4. It is the Juvia's Place, the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3. And you can probably see by mine that I've used it a lot. This is also probably my favorite highlighter to wear on my eyes. Oh, and this is what I wanted to swatch. I wanted to swatch this one next to MAC Double Gleam, because you could save yourself a heckin' lot of money if these are dupey and you were interested in Double Gleam. Oh, wow. Okay, so Double Gleam is on top here. I would say Double Gleam does have a little bit more of that gold versus this one from Juvia's Place. I also wonder how this one would stack up against Flexitarian, but we will do that in another video. This one's probably already really long. Coming in at number 3 is that Clinique Powder Pop Flower Highlighter Business in the shade Lunar Pop. I'll swatch it again for you. Has this beautiful flower embossing on there, but you could say mine's quite worn away because I love this highlighter. This was probably, if not my most favorite highlighter from 2020. If there's anything good that came out of 2020, it was definitely this highlighter. However, I do take issue with the fact that there's only one shade, and also only one shade in the bronzer shade. Fabulous product. Now, Clinique, get on with making more shades. Number 2, stupid expensive. It's the Charlotte. It's a Charlotte Tilbury. What do you call it? Hollywood Superstar Glow highlighter. You can see I have a little dip in mine. Why? Because we like you. I just really like this. I love sort of the sheer quality of this. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I would say this is like beige. It's obviously almost time to end this video. It's beigey gold champagne-y. Does that make sense? It's just so pretty. And this is super soft. Like, this is probably akin to like the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors, but maybe even softer. I mean, I would say I would probably be able to hit pan on this in a month if I really tried. Or not really tried, but used it consistently. So it's really pretty though. I really love it. And I think it's going to be beautiful whenever I get back to using it again. All right. Has anybody guessed what my #1 highlighter is? Any guesses? Any guesses? Can you tell what's missing? I know some of you probably do. It is the highlighter of my heart. #1 highlighter I've tried ever probably, and it has the longest name ever. It is the Nabla Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powder in the shade Privilege. If there's any of these highlighters that I would say, you know, that I give like 100% stamp of approval, not a single complaint, it would be this one. I mean, you can see I have a huge dip in mine. You can't read Nabla anymore. I also have a blush and a bronzer in this formula. They're all fabulous. But the thing I love about this one is in the title, Glass Skin Finish. This is not a highlight. It's like a skin gloss. Glossy. It's very glossy on the skin, and it's sheer, but you still get this beautiful pigment, this peachy, goldy, champagne-y color that I'm just a sucker for, obviously, because I've said that like how many times in this video, but I love this. I've been recording for 45 minutes now, so we should probably wrap things up. That is my ranking for all of my highlighters. Holy cow! I did not realize I had this much. I definitely need to focus on some of these this year as well, or in addition to my Opal highlighter. But thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for giving it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And you know what? I want all the good things in life for you guys. I hope today is a good day, and if not today, I hope tomorrow is even better. And I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days, and I will see you in my next video real soon.